We are Cactus Wrestling. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos.
Cactus Wrestling is now available on Spotify and Amazon. And don't forget to check us out on Etsy for all of your Cactus Wrestling apparel needs. So, the IOC, the International Olympic Committee, released a list of Russian and Belarusian athletes that are now ineligible to compete at the 2024 Olympic Games. And a lot of it has to do with, I guess, politics in that country, the war on Ukraine, really not things in terms of competing or like substance
Specifically with
abuse or
those
anything like
wrestlers.
that. More like political reasons. Um, but I mean, there's some substantial names on this list. Zaire Ugiev, 57 kilos, men's
I mean,
freestyle.
that
That
does dilute Spencer Lee's path. Spencer Lee's getting drawn in, so he might not have even been in Aguev's path. But like now, that guy's not even gonna be there unless he's ruled eligible. They change their minds and rule him eligible. But um, I mean, I think Aguev was going to be the sixth seed, and Spencer Lee was going to be drawn in randomly.
Yeah, so now he's not going to be eligible to participate. Uh, Zorbek Sidakov, 74 kilos.
That one's huge. That's the returning Olympic champ. That's the guy that beat Dake at the um for the world title last year even. Like the fact that Sidakov is out majorly helps Dake. Like
Hmm.
not saying that Dake is not capable of beating Sidakov, but we know that Sidakov is capable of beating Dake. So with him
Hmm.
not being there, I mean, there's only one other guy that I could think of that has beaten Dake, and conveniently enough, he's Belarusian and is not currently eligible. What is his name? Mohammed Khabib Kazmid Hadamidu, the guy that was an Olympic silver medalist at the last Olympics, who lost, I think, to Sidakov in the finals, and Dake got bronze. So like that's Dake's path to gold is like glorious now. Like if he doesn't come away with gold, I'm gonna be flabbergasted.
Hmm.
Like, in my
Hmm.
mind, there's no reason he doesn't get gold now. Like
USA, USA,
yeah.
USA.
Before I was like he should be a finalist unless he runs into like Sidakov somehow stupid seeding gets him in the semis. But like he was like a guaranteed medal. It was like probably a guaranteed silver, maybe gold. Now I think it's like a guaranteed gold. Like he'd have to really flop to not get that gold medal. So really beneficial for Dake.
Yeah. And then the other big name, Sadulayev, now transitioning to MMA, maybe as a part of this.
No, no, no. Sidakov is the one transitioning to MMA.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sidakov is, yeah, as
I
a
think
part of
he's
that.
making that transition in light of this
Yeah,
happening.
that's what I'm saying. I think,
Yeah,
yeah, it
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of forced his hand. It was just like, all right, I guess I'm gonna
Okay,
do
so I
MMA
can't go
now.
to the Olympics. Let's do some MMA. Let's do this. Yeah. No, yeah, Sadulayev. And the funny thing is, Sadulayev being out of the bracket doesn't really change things that much for Snyder because Snyder's currently the three seed. Sadulayev was the seven, and Tuhuzanov, who beat both of them to win the worlds last year, was the two.
Hmm.
Like that side of the bracket was stacked beyond belief. Like it's I don't understand how that was the seating was allowed. That it was basically the same as Worlds last year, where Tuhuzanov was going to run into Sedgalive into the quarters, and then Snyder. I think it was the reverse at the Worlds last year. So now it's going to be. I mean, Sedgalive is gone, so like Snyder and Tuhuzanov are going to meet in the semis, and I mean Snyder got worked by him last year. And but he, I mean, Tuhuzanov is he's back. So Sedgalayev being out, it just makes Tuhuzanov's path less difficult.
Hmm.
So it's even more likely that we get that Tuhuzanov Snyder rematch instead of Snyder potentially against Sedgalayev. So
So on one hand, I like that, obviously this makes USA's path to gold a lot easier. But from a competitive standpoint, knowing that like if I'm an athlete, I'm representing my country, that's first and foremost. And you can't control anything else. You can't control who competes for the other countries. But if I know that there's a guy who's beating me out there and he's not allowed to compete, and then I go and win gold, in the back of my head, I mean, I don't know. It's tough. Like, yeah, obviously you did it. You're an Olympic gold champion. But like, I feel like just this is the Olympics. You want to see the best compete against the best.
That's why we've even said we want to see the Olympic brackets be larger.
Yeah, and multiple
Yeah.
per country even. And then you could see USA versus USA for gold. Like that would be crazy.
That'd be awesome. They do like Mike has said, they do it in other sports. Why
Yeah,
not
Michael Phelps,
wrestling?
Ryan Lochte, I remember.
Yeah, like is it that
Jamaica always has a bunch of sprinters, Usain
yeah, like
Bolt.
why is it okay in those other sports but not in wrestling? Like
I think it's like time related. But
how
yeah,
is it
it doesn't.
these matches take so long? 6 minutes.
No, no, no. I meant
Oh,
like they have a qualification time. Like, okay, if you get under, I don't know, 15 seconds for the 100-meter dash, no, that's way too long. If you get under 11 seconds for the 100-meter dash, then you qualify for the Olympics. And then like it's
yeah,
just,
but okay, so but what if like 100 people did it? Not saying that there's 100
well,
people
I
that
guess it's they have a set amount of spots and then it's just stacked up whoever can do that.
okay, but they
So
still don't allow that for wrestling where you could have more than one from the same country.
yeah, but I mean they should expand it. I agree.
It's-
I agree. I mean, I'm not sad about it because I want to see USA dominate and win, show some pride, but at the same time, from a competitive standpoint, I will ideal scenario is that USA wrestles the top guys and then beats them to really show the
Even more
dominance.
satisfying, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Especially like if Dake wrestled Sidakov and beat him, that's even more satisfying than he wins the gold and Sidakov just happened to not compete for any whatever reason.
Do you think there will be like an asterisk on this season? Kind of like when the Russians boycotted like 20 years ago.
Well, yeah, I mean it, there, there's gonna be, but like at the same time, it doesn't like devalue.
Right. Yeah. You can still say for the rest of your life you're an Olympic gold
Yeah, I mean,
medalist.
as time goes on, people aren't gonna really be like thinking like, oh, but
Yeah. No
I
one's
mean, they
really gonna
might,
nickel and
but
dime it.
at the same time, and I mean, and then the just one women's Olympic silver medalist who is not currently eligible is Arina Kurichenko, which I believe that's 57 kilograms, which would affect Helen Maroulis, which I mean that makes her path even easier. So I mean, it's benefiting the U.S. across the board.
I mean, I
That
guess it benefits everyone across the
well,
board.
yeah,
My question
yeah, it
is,
benefits everyone. That someone that could have been medaling is going to just not be in the bracket. So that definitely changes things.
does it allow an extra spot for other people? Like, for example, Chamizo, who didn't qualify, would
I
he be able to
I
get
don't think
in?
I don't think they released anything describing what was going to
They
happen.
should, though. They should allow that.
Realistically, yeah. But Chimizo isn't even the next guy in line. I don't think he took
Well,
four.
yeah, but whoever that would be, I'm just throwing a
Yeah,
name out there.
yeah.
Yeah,
I know someone said like Kamal Bay might make the cut
yeah.
because he was like fourth at that Olympic thing, but
So let us know your thoughts down below about the Olympics and the Russian and Belarus athletes.
Thanks for watching. We are Cactus Wrestling, and we'll see you next time on our next video.